Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from June the 24th up to June the 30th. And this is for the year 2018, and it's for you coming from Aquarius. So let's start with June the 24th, and what a wonderful Sunday you're going to have. You're going to be rewarded in the morning afternoon period so go chase for whatever you want. Mix business and pleasure. Go out with the people you do business with. Go out with the people you work with. And of course the people you love as well. And you're going to have an extremely good time in the morning and afternoon period. You'll get the advantage, you'll get plenty of reward, and you'll be very happy as well. And then comes the evening nightfall period, which is also very good. And here I see some business planets as well. So mix business and pleasure. Go out with the people you love. Invite the people who matter to you, whether to help you in job or help you in business. And it's going to be a wonderful ending. Only one thing about the evening, there's one planet here that can make you a bit argumentative. So just lay off that. Try to be friendly as possible. Try not to pounce on something that somebody said and you want to create an argument. Don't do that, and you'll be very much enjoying your evening and nightfall period. Now, there are a couple of fast planets there, so drive slow. June the 25th, Monday, and it starts very badly for you. Things are going to go wrong right from the time you wake up. So tell yourself, whatever, before you leave home, don't say the wrong thing, don't do the wrong thing, be agreeable, and then get into your car and go to work. And when you drive, be very cautious, because these couple of planets can give you accidents as well. And when you land at your place of work or in the place of your business, bad news will await for you, or things will start going wrong very, very quickly, and disappointments will appear very fast. Is that kind of a morning afternoon period. So what do? You focus on what is very important and make sure that whatever is very important, whether in business, whether in job or in anything else, make sure that that doesn't go wrong. So narrow the field down to what's important, focus on that, make that important, make it go right, and you will confuse all these planets who will then leave you alone so you can do even a better job. Evening nightfall becomes tremendously good. And evening nightfall, you could even find solutions you couldn't find earlier part of the day, but you can be rewarded very nicely in the evening nightfall period. So go out with a purpose. Is it to encourage business possibilities? Is it to encourage closeness to the people you work with, or to impress your job people or bosses? Is it to create a love situation with the person you want so much in the romance area, or is it just to be with your family and marriage and just increase the bonding? It can all happen in the evening nightfall period. One of these nasty planets on the morning afternoon would like to join you as well. So he might make you drink too much, he might make you feel some disappointment, and he might make you drive too fast. So don't do all that, and go home early. That would be the best way. June the 26th starts brilliantly for you, and long-term planets, short-term planets are all there. So hour by hour, something is developing beautifully for you in the morning afternoon period. You've got to make the move, you've got to make the effort, otherwise planets just sit back, wait for you. So you've got to be the director and tell yourself, now this is what I'm going to aim for in the morning afternoon period of this day. And go all out for it, and these planets will wake up and they'll do their work for you, and they'll get things done. So it's all a matter of how you interact with all this timing of planets. So everything is waiting for you, the rewards and the things to be done well, to come under the notice of people you work with or do business with. It's all waiting for you. Have lunch with important people, even with the people you love. A great bonding can take place long term. Evening nightfall is another story I don't like. And so these planets of disappointment, these planets of accident, these planets who get you into the company where people drink too much or do other things which you shouldn't do, and not be even seen in your company, by the way. And so all this, to avoid it, just go back home early. But if you have to be out, you promise to be seen there, tell yourself to watch out that people who are not sincere for you are going to be in the company you are going to be in this evening of June the 26th. So tell yourself, be careful, don't believe every word said, don't share your secrets with anybody, keep what you know to yourself, and have a few drinks and drive carefully and just go back home. There's nothing worthwhile going to happen. And if you do have somebody interested in you in one way or another, please be suspicious about it. Okay. June the 27th, now very aggressive planets are there. They are not against you, but they make you aggressive in your approach to do anything, and they make you blunt, they make you very direct, they make you provocative with the way you look at people or say things. So why don't you just take the soft approach in the morning-afternoon period? And when you do that, these planets will also take the soft approach, because you interact with your planets, and when they take the soft approach, they open up all doors for you, because people welcome you into whatever you want. You are not going to be over-determined and pushy. And so take the soft approach, you'll get a lot done in the morning-afternoon period. Be polite and people will help you. Be friendly and they will definitely want to be on your side. So that's the way to tackle these very, very aggressive planets. Aggressive planets give you determination, but here I see an overdose of it, in the sense that you become over-determined and you want something at any cost, perhaps the limelight, perhaps the romance, perhaps anything. So take the soft approach and you might just do very well, because there's a planet from the evening side, a very good one, who is coming into the morning side and also giving you opening doors and opening opportunities for you. Evening nightfall I really like very much for you. These are the planets which are waiting for you. Of course, one of the aggressive planets will join in, but that's fine. He can be tamed in the evening. So evening, slow planets work hour by hour to get what you want. Be patient. Whether it's the romance you chase, whether it's the bonding in your marriage, whether it's the closeness you want with your colleagues and bosses, whether it's the interaction of attracting business from people and contracts, it's all very possible in the evening nightfall period. You got to focus on what you want. Make up your mind. Just go for that. Don't go A, B, C, I want all of it. No. And when you focus that way, you will get it done, believe me, because just one of these planets is enough to just lock you into a good, very good long-term position. So go get it in the evening nightfall period. Now comes June the 28th, and I have to warn you that a miserable 24 hours is very possible. It all depends what happens in the morning-afternoon period. And that's when a couple of these planets are at their worst, and they make you arrogant, and they make you a person with very low tolerance for everybody, and they make you a perfectionist in the sense that you are not going to be agreeable, and you're going to be difficult in what you say and what you do, or sarcastic. Well, if you want to have all that fun, then you are going to not do very well in the end, and by the time the afternoon comes, you will feel defeated, because nothing will work, and it's a working day Thursday. So you need support, you need help. So do the opposite. Don't be arrogant, be friendly, be appreciative, be supportive. And when you do that, people want to come to your side and they want to help you, they want to make sure you do well. So form a team-like kind of a situation and you will do well. Something is going to go wrong definitely in the morning-afternoon session, and you don't want the finger of blame poking you right in the nose. No. So teamwork, and the finger won't come at you, it will waver around for the whole group, and that way you will get away with it. So let others take charge, let others take the lead, lie low, be supportive, and you'll tolerate these planets, or they will tolerate you, and you will lessen the headache for you. Evening, nightfall, very aggressive planets are there, and some of these arrogant planets from the morning, afternoon will also join you in the evening. This is a recipe for explosion of some kind, and so control your temper and don't be too awkward in the sense that whatever is said that you take it too personally, and definitely take the soft approach. And then you can tame these planets and they'll lay off, because when they see that they cannot provoke you to make mistakes or say things that are wrong or do things that are wrong, they will lay off. And then you can start enjoying your evening nightfall period. It's very possible because you control situations, don't worry. Now we go to June the 29th, which is Friday. Very romantic planets are there, emotional planets are there in the morning, afternoon. So it's nice before you leave for work. It's a beautiful setup to have all that emotion with the people you love. But once you get to your place of work or in the office or in the business, then you got to shrug off these emotional planets, because you'll be thinking of all the lovey-dovey and what you want to do in the evening and the planning and what for lunch. No, you'll have deadlines to meet. You will have situations which will demand your attention. So these couple of planets in the morning, afternoon want to give you problems basically by making you overly emotional and distract you from your real responsibilities. So 3 words repeat to yourself: logic, facts, figures, and that will pull you back to become into the realistic world and say, well, I've got some responsibility here in the morning, afternoon, I've got to see things through. So then you will start to focus on what's really to be done that way. Evening, nightfall, very arrogant planets are there, and I can tell you something is waiting to go wrong. So you don't start it all by being arrogant or by being a person very sarcastic or being emotionally very changeable and moody, or even being a person who wants to take charge and wants to be in the center of the limelight. Don't, because it's all going to blow up in your face. So rather than taking the lead, be part of the team. Let somebody else, let others plan it. Just sit back and enjoy it. And that way you'll never be blamed. And mind what you say, mind what you do, because body language of egoism can be seen. So take the nice approach, be friendly, be supportive, be appreciative. And you'll be able to tame these planets. They'll lay off you and you'll have a good time in the end. And you can meet some important people as well. June the 30th, which is a Saturday. Now that again doesn't start too well in the morning, afternoon, because these planets are going to make you dominating and stubborn. That's the way you want to do it, and that's the way it's going to be done. That will be your outlook. Well, don't. Because when you do that, you'll find that others are not going to be happy with you. So you want a lovely Saturday morning and afternoon period. And whether at work, whether at play, you want to be happy. And so tell yourself, I'm not going to dominate, I'm not going to be stubborn, I'm going to be flexible, and I'm going to be negotiable. That's all you need to be. And accept what others say and do what others want. And more you'll be accepted, and more others will then allow you a lot of leeway to do what you want. Taking the soft approach is always the beautiful way, where others don't find you a threat. So you don't want to be pushy and proddy in the morning, afternoon period, wherever you are. Evening, nightfall period, a lot of emotional planets are there. Nothing wrong, because it's supposed to be an emotional nightfall period. But some of these business planets from the morning are going to be there in the evening as well. So mix business and pleasure if you can. Something good can happen. Now, regarding these emotional planets, they can make you overly sensitive, very changeable and very moody. So try to control this, because there's nothing worse than being a person moody all the time, changeable all the time. I don't like it here, I want to eat there, rather I go over there. No good. So don't do that. And tell yourself that you are going to be prone to do it because these planets want you to do it. So do the opposite. Tell everybody, I will just love to be whatever you want me to, and I will go where you want me to, and you'll be the center of attraction automatically. That's the way to fool these planets. So do that and you'll have a wonderful evening and nightfall period. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years in detail, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. And I'm going to give you a lot of information about colors and gemstones and directions and numbers, and even talk to you about your lottery possibilities. I'll look at your palms to see if you really have the chance to hit something big or not. And all that information in those 90 minutes to help you in all areas of your life. And that will be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms, and face reading you while I Skype with you as well, or on Facebook Messenger, for example. So send me an email, send me a message on Skype or Facebook, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can, so that we can have this 90 minutes. Until then, thank you and good luck.